What is good, my friends? Just getting it all set up. Friday WR grind. There we are. Well, let's see. I've got a 99% battery. That's a good set. A good start. I may go ahead and pop onto the Discord. See what's going on. This is how I start my hanger. I've been playing with the Raptor. It's going through a lot of power cells, but it's a strong start. Alright, so go to my main clan's Discord, pop open the comms. Hey gents. Not too much. Just getting the live stream going. Ducky's done, so time to get some grind on. Working on the Muguan. I'm thinking maybe a Muguan with Typhon. Running the 4 Muguans on a Typhon.
No, Typhon's too poison.
Yeah.
It's useless.
No love for that, huh? That was a thought. Alright, so this one, this upgrade rush, I'll probably be pulling up a Gangle and 2 Muguans, and then use 2 of the Muguans on my Ocho. And I'll have a Gangle Kirin build for the Raptor. That should be pretty powerful.
Hey, hurry up and take your vitals.
Hey, what's up, Shadow? I am live streaming, by the ways. Let's see, chat overlay. That here, that down. Alright. So y'all got anything cooking, or y'all just roll solos or something? Something like Andy was handling business at house. Good day. Alright, where are we at here? 6. I guess I should look to see what it is. Titan upgrade. Right, let me double check. See what special I'm on. Now I got 4 hours of the special, so don't really want to miss it, but I'm not really stressing it either. Alright, so discounts for specializations and super chest progress for black market. 2x on the apps for gold. Alright, so let's see if I got Titan sub, no duos, and Titan pad, no pad. And those will have 2.5 days on it. Okie dokie. So, pardon. Oh, I'm a Legend League killer. Sweet. Short range damage. I think we can handle that. And yeah, I'm nearly a week behind. So that is what I'm focusing on. 400. Deploy Titan 10. Capture beacons. Win 5 battles. Energy weapons. Alright. So, one last thing. Common 12 and red silver 6. But no red silvers. But I will open up the 12 of these. Let's see what we can get. Not really stressing any of these. I've got 4 of those. Got 3 of those. I guess the disciplines would be what I'm after. Maybe her, but we will see. Alright, so let's open. What did I need? Oh, I got the mind of a goldfish. Well, I'll just wait till more people are here and active. We'll get it knocked out if we do get a little bit more popular. That's for sure. Alright, so wow. Could go for them all. Alrighty. And just so y'all know, I'll normally use like the first 2. These guys are set up here to gain myself some pilot XP. Go ahead and bring him along. Oh, Duke's out. Alrighty. So I need to give him some weapons now. I want to give him Howard Streamer. Let's see. Force screamer. And we'll give him some howlers. Alright, that's set up. Not my favorite, but workable. So how's your day going today, Shadow? I hope it's well. I'm gonna go ahead and leave out of comms. Not many people are talking, so don't want to disturb nobody. He'll probably think I'm just talking to myself anyway. Alrighty. I need a reposition. Whew, it'll warm up in here. Alright, so here's what we're doing. We've got the first couple bots on each hanger is what's being worked on. So these first two are my main players, and everything else is kind of like backburnering for the pilots, getting them set up and ready. Some I will have to revisit to fix down the road, but it's not too much of a big deal. In fact, let's go ahead. That's true. I may even get caught doing that every now and again. Alright. See, I've been interested in this one right here because I don't have any of those fires. And that would be what? An alpha and 2 beta. And these offers will often tell you a little bit about what's going on in the game as well. But you gotta watch the offers close, because if you're not paying attention, they will trick you. Like $6.50 for 3. Now, if I go back to the beginning, $6.50 for 3, so I can get that one 2 times. But with me, I don't think, let's see, module currency is right here. I've got enough to push 1 robot, and $6.50 twice would not give me the 2nd robot. What is up, Mr. Ruin? How you do today, Harlock? Why would you want a regular... Oh, my bad. That's a Titan. See, the other deal, same price. Same setup. But you get a pilot. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah. No. No. Well, hey, dude, when you get everything organized, you're gonna feel so much less stress. What kind of setup is this? That is so. What? It's like, here, let me go 6 different directions. You got a 500 and you got a 600. These are like, oh, no, no, no. That's a curveball. That was a curveball. Right, but clutter will often add burden to you. So you'll go into an area that has clutter and just feel completely deflated almost immediately. 580 for 5. So I guess those 650 for 3 were kind of a good deal. It just saps you. It's like walking around in mud. It can be done, but it will just drain you. Alright, here's kind of what I'm looking at is the memoriam. Now we've got 1600 to play with. That could pick me up a total of 4 of those, which would be 20k. Dude, if you ever need, I'll pop open a video. We'll do it private, like, and so we don't have to share it with the world. But yeah, I can show you what that looks like. It's not pretty. I've got that whole type of situation going on here. Alright, so kind of thinking of this 11, because for that I could get 2 times the deal. I gotta do math, but it's not a, oh my god, I gotta go get it right now. So, because my situation, I've got a K. So that's not too terrible. But you do want to watch those, especially if you're about to pull the trigger, so you don't get a shenanigan deal. You don't want them pulling the wool over your eyes, and you don't want to overspend if you don't have to. But I have kind of noticed, like, they will put the offers out at a better deal after you don't need them. If you don't need, like right now, they got platinum out there, but there's a leaderboard. So if it's a high desired commodity, they may reduce the amount you're going to get or increase the price you're going to have to pay. But I can get out of the store for now. I'm not going to comment. You know, you got to have a matching set for that. If not, you just see the whole world crooked. But yeah, dude, my room used to be a huge mess, but I knew where everything was. It was so. Mine is just clutter. I just let stuff. Hey, I'm not, man. I'm asking for fashion tips. 100%. No, see, I learned a long time ago. I used to be like pretty much a little bit homophobic, and then I learned that those guys are extra choosy about who they do hit on and who they do flirt with. So I started taking it, instead of an insult, as more of a compliment. Even though it's, only a compliment to me, it's not good bait for me. That's not a road I'm trying to travel down, if you follow. But hey, to each their own, and trying to tell somebody else they should find happiness. That's no, that's the same situation my grandmother faced when she was growing up. She was she was growing up in Ireland, and she was a lefty. So they used to beat on her and everything, trying to get her to stop using her left hand to eat and to read. And no, you can't force nature. If something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Come on, guys. Yeah. Thank you, dude. Got a hang with 3. Let's just wreck them. And at this current, I'm not even stressing wins or losses. If I really needed wins, like, focus hard and get them. Wow, you're a strong nether. Did you see who that was? Ivan the Gunner. You need to watch him right there. He's going to stay out of the 350. How did I get locked down? Exactly, dude. I try not to let the people throwing shame and hate at me not to affect my life in a negative way. The people just trying to do their own thing. Why should I impose my will and thoughts on them? That's the way I see it. But yeah, dude, I'm all about joking. You'll catch me and Pog going at it. Ruger will rim me a little bit, and I'm okay with it, dude. I'm pretty confident I know who I am and what I want. So, yeah, call me a belly button lint picker for all I care. I know better. Oh, I'm in the mix now. There wasn't nothing I could do there. Let's go ahead and bring it out. Alright, so we got the beacons on our side. I'm gonna try to follow with that guy right there. Mark him, see where he goes. He goes that way. Now they've gotten a beacon advantage on us. But do I want to push that way? I saw parts of it, but I was in the middle of squatting with the Pinky Boys. So I did miss a bunch. Alright, now we've got all my Titans sitting on one freaking beacon. Y'all are really gonna let them have it towards the end. What was his setup? Because there are a few drones you can go with on the Mender. I wouldn't really do Armadillo. Speed would be a benefit, but nah, you're better off getting your speed from a wideout drone. Reviver could give you a little bit of extra durability and a little staying power. Sadly, I don't know if healers are the best remedy at the moment, because with the new lightning weapons, anything that gets close is just gonna rip into them. So just by trying to be near your buddies and pals, so you need distance, and there's no real distance healers other than the Sirius and the Nodens, where you can hit them with. So those would be the healers I would really try to prefer at the moment. But you see me running a Demeter. I wish I had the UE Mender. That's a good. Nah, I don't know about Apo, because then it's like dependent on the single jump unit, and that's like a 20-second delay. The chunky is only if it's Seeker would be the way to go, dude, because you're getting the defense out the box. Yeah, dude, Seeker would be the way to go. Let's see, Shredder and Storm. I might even go with a Storm Igniter if you use E. But that way you're slowing them down and tearing them up at close range. because the lockdown, there's too many people using motherships that are gonna cleanse the effect. But both of them do really well at close range. He should do like a Freaky Build Friday where he lets one person build one robot and he can do multiple hangars. So if one of the people had the healer position covered, one of them had the beacon runner covered, one of them had the warrior covered, the tank, and the odd bot of the assassin or whatever. If each person gave them their own take, that could be an interesting stream. And then everybody would feel a little bit more included. Because with him having 5 hangars, that's 25 bots, 5 different titans, and he's got all the good stuff to do with it. And then he just picks each hangar for each particular map, and he could build it as he's going. He's like, okay, we need a beacon runner. Who's got a good nomination for? That would be an awesome little show. But you would spend half the show getting it set up and only half the show being able to play it. So that would be a little bit of logistical error. Unless you did a voting system. You do the voting system in between. I don't know, dude. I think you're going to judge my demeanor. And this is my very first purchase in the game. This was the reason I'm no longer a free-to-play. I was afraid that they were going to take the special edition and vault it. So you couldn't get it anymore. So I wanted to purchase that. So I actually have upgraded that thing all the way up from level 1. And I spent $15 on it, I think. Right now I've got, it's just, I prefer the speed over the repair ramp, because either way it's going to go down quick. At least with the speed I can try to keep up with them a little bit if they start trying to run away from me, like everyone seems to do when you try to heal them. Do you have recommendations, Sir Ruin? This was the one I was working on yesterday. I've got a Nyx, that sharpshooter for mace, and the adamant mechanic. That's got to go as well. I'm listening. Well, you gotta admit, that's like cookie cutter the way to go. That's like all the important skills. Gotta have true ace. I like Jerry too. It's just, he's just not quite ready. You know, armor expert I like, dodger I can deal with, quartermaster. So those are good. Tough guy is a keeper. But I gotta change this one and this one already. No, I actually run heal mod. I could do phase shift, but I'm cheap. I don't like depending on the power cells at all. Phase shift, believe it or not, would actually be a smart move. Because I've got the mechanic on there. That's going to handle the healing. And, of course, him healing himself as well. So, yeah, let's go ahead and take on a bit of phase shift. I just don't like phase shift for one real reason. The cost. But it's a awesome little skill. It wipes any rust or anything like that. And if I'm being ricocheted by those huggin' muggin' weapons, I could not have to just sit there and take it. That would be a bonus. So I like where you went with that. And I was thinking about bringing him in with a full Maguan setup. Same thing with the Seeker. For the additional whatchamacallit. Yep. Oh, I time it out, and I'll even try to usher him into safety. With the new bots, I'm hoping that they're gonna start to realize with the new bots, like the Leo and Neo, if I link onto one of them, and hopefully them as pilots are gonna realize, ooh, damn, I've got a Demeter. Let me land real quick and have a little bit of safety, because I'll pop open to them and it doesn't last long, but it will be half of their downtime. Let's see if it shows. It doesn't show the duration of it. You're running shy on what, the Demeter? Right now, I think the two strongest for defense are the Shy and the Demeter. Everybody keeps wanting to say Armadillo, but no. I think people were abusing the glitch, where, well, not glitch, but they were abusing these pilot skills right here, Invulnerable and Ninja, to go with the Armadillo. So I think they tuned down the Armadillo a little bit. Beacon caps, I think, used to be at 15. And then there was one, I think that was 12 and that was 15. But don't hold me to it. And the speed you get, I don't know. It works out great for PvE. But if you're going to run that on PvP, 100% get 3 beacons before you even thinking about stepping in the ring. Yeah, dude, you run circles around them. That's what I was saying about the Mender. You know, if and that would work really well too, because if you're using a storm, and that's gonna basically be like your own shot grouping, because they're not able to run out of the way. You just get it to about a 150 range, so you don't have to worry about the spread so much. And yeah, that's beautiful, dude. I thought about running a full gas build. Just run all 4 of them, or all 3 of them on a Ravana. It wouldn't be any good except for running beacons, but oh hell yeah, dude. And that's what I was saying is if you shadowed. Now, I found I wouldn't open with a healer. Normally, I would open with a beacon runner, but you can use a mender as a beacon runner. You can use the Demeter as a beacon runner, but you're still gonna fall short because you're depending on the teleport. But I normally will run my healer in like position 3 or 2 to either keep my team in the game so they're not losing their best spots, or but here's how I'm running my hangar. I start off with hangar 2. I'm liking to start with this guy, but that thing is just a freaking sponge for power cells with the jump unit, and that will eventually be a Kieran Gangle build. So I'm gonna take the Gangles off and put the Gangles here. Here I'm gonna go with I'm thinking those Tesla weapons, and I'm gonna switch out the Growlers for the Magwans. I was thinking about trying to bring this bad boy into the scene, but he's still got a little bit more leveling to go, and needing level on the Baglador and the pilot. So all these positions, like positions 3, 4, and 5, are all slow cookers. These are all ones I'm wanting to bring into the battlefield. Then I'll go from, like, these are my starters. Then I'll take it over to Hangar 2, or Hangar 3. And these right here are what I follow up with. Either I'm if we're falling behind, or if we're pushing ahead. And the same difference. Am I falling behind or pushing ahead? Right, but I I don't know how to. I don't know. I've got no freaking skills for doing all that long range stuff. If you look at my gunslinger, we've had this title for months, and look at that, 6 kills at over 600 meters. And that 600-meter range weapon right here, that's going to be like the longest range in my hangar. Because here's 350, here's 500. Yeah, this is 800, but it doesn't have. I would have to push it at least one more run to get it high enough to. And I got to get the pilot set right. Those are starting to cook right. But I just earned him. So he's still on the slow cooker. Yeah, I have pulled this out, and yeah, you can see I'm trying to get a little bit of range in my hangar. Because going in one direction only, it will always cost you. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm upgrading this Mugwan here. And I may do a second one to have it primed to possibly go on to either the Ochikochi or swap out and go with the Mugwan build instead of the Havoc build on the Ravana. But the Ravana is also pretty beast for opening it up, because I can just get to like all the beacons like ASAP. Problem with Ravana is if I face a 1v1, not a problem. 2v1, I'm out of gas and I don't have the firepower. I just start spitting blanks, and it just doesn't have the continuous firepower because of the long reload. But it is power. It is 100% power. And I'm slipping outside. But I'm wanting to bring this bad boy into the mix. Oh, it is. Dude, I don't know if you got the Chungi drone, but man, Chungi drone for Ravana is where it's at. It's not going to add you much defense, but it's that speed right here. Extra 14% speed when you're in phase. You could just coast from beacon to beacon with that thing. Plus you're getting the extra damage. This is the way to go. And I'm curious because I've got a second Chungi drone. And I will definitely use it on the Samchok as well. But I've got the Reviver. The Reviver is a good alternate drone for both the Ravana and the Samchok. In fact, it's pretty much... I used to think the Reviver was not as effective, but it does. It pretty much gives you a life and a half. It gives you defense. And when you get that half life, you're tempered. You got 85% defense. So if you're dying quick, this is a solid drone to go with. That thing right there, that might even be a great one for the UE Mender, dude. Because if they do kill you, you can pretty much bring yourself back. But you can't stack your defenses. And you won't be able to see them in cloak. So, and that's a major advantage right now. Because I will take on a Ravager. How do you have Revive built on? Where's the egg? How come I'm not seeing it? There it is. The chicken and the egg. Alright, so... Alright, how come I can't get to the intel on it? It should give me the intel as soon as I got the freaking thing. Just telling me intel bonus. No, I want to know... Is there no way to look at the abilities and stuff? If it's ultimate? That's messed up. They should have it set up so once you have the intel, you should at least be able to look it up. Just like if I was going to buy it in the store. That's crazy. See, I want to be able to see this part right here. But no, I didn't know that it has a... I know it has healing built in. But the revive option, I would have to see the whole spreadsheet for it. Because if I go to mine, I want to be able to look up like this stuff right here. And I don't think I can open it up where I can go to the store and look at the ultimates because they're not for sale. Yeah, it won't let you see it in the store. I can see the regular one. That one's what, green, a tier 3. Here we go. Here's the regular version. But that's not the UE stats. They should have like a little indicator here. Ultimate is available. And then you can trigger that. I do think so. No. No, it won't show you at all. That's the most I got right there. Yeah, it's going to be wiki links and only wiki links. And that's going to be for the people like that have it, that can share it. Like I just opened up my either that or when they introduce them. When they introduce them, they should have that. But being able to see this part right here. Well, we'll see. Let's see, leaderboard. Yeah, leaderboard. I don't think there's any ultimate pads in the leaderboard though. Here we go. So yeah, if you're smart enough to take a picture of it. This is the thing to have right now. Reload time 6.4 seconds. That's just ridiculous. The only bad thing about that is the freaking range having to be 200 meters. And, oh, dude, if you had that on your mender, good night. Good night, sweetheart. That would freaking rock for your mender. You do the ultimate havoc for your heavy or your medium and your 2 lights. What would you do? Halo? And that's what Duck should do, dude. If he's got, 5, man, that's why I so need a freaking BR account. Where'd you put it? Are you in my Discord or on Kinks? Because my Discord's different. Ah, nice. Here. Well, nah, you're not gonna care. Ooh, 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 ooh. I will run that by the boss for sure. But it's going to be this one that's going to... Let's see. Huh. I see, sir. So it's got a built-in reviver drone. Yeah. When the robot reaches part is instantly restored. But let's see, repairables are. All right, so let's look at the other one. And it doesn't tell you how much is being restored. Damn. That's too OP, man. You gotta send that over my way. I'll mess it up somehow. That is crazy. All right, what should I do for my ducks? I get you. That's why recording your games could be beneficial. But not just recording them, because if you're only recording them, that's just going to add a little bit of lag to you. But you got to stop and review them as well. If you're not reviewing it, what's the point of recording it unless you're trying to make shorts? But like over here on the right, it has a lot of info. And up here on the upper right, or upper, wait, on the left, and on the upper right, right over in here, it shows what your enemy's doing. So if you start toggling through your enemies and you see those things flickering, you know they're up to no good. But Brent Solo was talking about this is a decent build. And I'm okay to try it. I'm not afraid of it. That's the wrong thing. That should be a level 5. Where are you? Level 6. Alright. Kill you slowly? Alright, let's see what I'm gonna use to do that. How slowly do you want it, man? Trying to think what would be a, because I don't want to do it with that or that or that, because the crumble and the rust would be no good for that. Alright, I know what I'm doing. Because the lockdown won't. Alright, and I'm still missing one. Okay, I know where it's at. It's on my Skyros. I figured this way I can kind of control it a little bit. That way it won't be extra damage. I don't mind being blind, dude. We'll meet in the middle. Alright, just stand on the outer ring. I'll do it from like 90. Looks like 2 more shots. Alright, here we go. Oh! 50%. So you're getting like 60%. No, I shouldn't have killed you. I should have brought you all the way down. That way you could have showed what the healing could have been. From one run, I bring you all the way down to nothing, and then... That's crazy, though. So, you've got a built-in reviver is what you got. The only thing is, you don't have the added defense. But you already got pretty high defense, too. Here, let's take it one more again. Oh. I don't know if you backed out or not. And this time I'm just going to take you down to a sliver. I think you're done. That hits a lot harder than I thought it did. They may have buffed it up a little bit. See, I try to, at the end of every event, or at the beginning, right when it does the platform divide. Same thing, private. I try to do a solo test. And what are we testing? The same thing? How much heal? I'll take you down to a sliver and see what your heal will do. Think we're just waiting on you, my man. Oh, you got kicked. I went too fast. Shit. Man, it's too hard to hit the button. One, two, three, go. Send. Alright. So battle. Alright, 1 second. Alright, you're down to a frog hair. And you're healing on your own with the mechanic. So go ahead and pop your ability. Or you want me to drop you all the way down to the needle? Pop your ability. Damn. Okay. Let's see. You got what? 10, 15 second on the ability. So your ability's about ready, right? I'm going to have you pop your ability right after you revive yourself. But this should kill you and bring you back right here. If you're ready, shake your head. Or shoot at me when you have your ability. Yeah. But I want you to pop your ability as soon as you revive. I want to see if you get to full health. I think you would. Alright. Here we go. I'm thinking 2 shots. I don't know if you revived. Yeah, shoot. Alright. We're going to run it back one more again. I'll take you down to your ability, and as soon as you're as soon as you get your revive, just hit your heal. Because my bad, dude. I thought you were gonna. Let's do it one more again. Well, I wasn't sure if I triggered it. Restart? Yep, Echo, what we're doing right now is we just tested his revivability. And we found that the only way to even see the details is when they're being released. So you can't look them up in the store, and you can't look them up in the Intel. You have to either own it or have somebody who does own it to send it. Gotcha. And I just may be going a little too quick for the game. So what we're gonna do, Echo, is as soon as the game starts, we're gonna meet up in the middle, and he's got a built-in reviver on his thing. I don't know if you're in or not. You're not moving. There you go. Oh, no, no, no. You want your ability. I want you to have your ability. So shake your head when you have your ability back. Alright, here we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring him down to 0. And he's lost half his... No, he hasn't. I thought that was gray damage. Alright, this should pop him back up to health. Now I'll pop your ability. It's going slow. It only got you up to about 75%. Because there's the end of it right there. So you only got 75%. But the first time you used it, you got like near a full doohickey. Now it's going slow, man. So they may reduce your healing ability after you've been revived as well. Here, I'm going to run it back again. Because I'm pretty certain before you got your revive, you had a stronger heal. Right, but I think what I think happens is when you get revived, your healing doesn't work as well. Because the first time you revived, you were at 50%. No problem, man. But the first time we ran you down just to check the ability, you got nearly 60, 70. Yeah, I kicked you. Thought you needed a second. Did you receive it? One, two, three. This is odd. Not showing you as green either. Oh. Oh. Alright, shoot. Harlock, I gotta kick you. I guess, transfer leadership, Harlock. Wait. I'll just restart it. I've got to challenge you. Because when I pulled you off of here... Alright. So battle, beacon rush, choose the map, and then choose battle. Alright. Now revive. Just use your regular ability. I want to see the difference between... See, that puts you up to friggin' 80%. I'll give you just a second so you can get your revive back, because I think it's like 15 seconds. And I'm going to do the same thing, but... Alright, here we go. Oh, no. That was my fault. I was taking it away. But let me take you down again. That's where I want you to test it from, right here. See how you're only getting to like 50%? And yeah, dude, they're jipping you. So your heals work a lot better before you get revived. Run the heal one more again. Because you're not even getting your mechanic anymore. Yeah, look at that, dude. Yeah, dude. They're jipping you. So your heals work a lot better before your last stand's triggered and you're revived. Once you're revived, your heals are like 50% the power. And that's crazy, having to run the ability 4 times to fill back up once you've been revived. That's mad crazy. So now you know, don't trigger that last stand. Just keep the first stand going. And now you're about fully healed. And I don't know if it's gray damage or what, but right now your mechanic's not you're not strobing the green for the mechanic either. But 5 abilities to re-heal you. That's crazy. Alright, why don't you blow me up? I'm gonna go to my beacon, right about where you're at. And come at me, bro. Yeah, locked me down, but I think those flames would work a little bit better. Let's look at what he was using. But I do think those igniters, they will bring in your range a little bit. Okay. See, I thought you were... I would do storm and igniters. But this is why my freaking... I noticed those little things, dude. Dude, we could be revealing all of freaking Pixonic's secrets. Robert needs a BR account. How you doing, Speeder? We just learned some stuff about the Ultimate Mender. A couple different things. First off, if you do not currently own the ultimate item, you cannot get information on it. Like I can pull the information for this right here and see all that. Or if I've got it in the other view, I can look at the in details. But, and somebody said something about the Hoosers. Well, it said 50%. Was it the Dragoons? Huh. Because Lottie was asking about that. That one of them wasn't at 50%. Oh. Okay. See, I thought that would be a good mix. Freaking coat their feet in concrete and then just smash them up with the storm. Because I've got some storms I was wanting to get in action. But it's like, do I want to upgrade that? Only having 2? Wanted to do the storms on little Mender Beetle here. See, I like the range a little bit more on these. And with him, you kind of need range. Alright. But enough about that. Enough about that. Let's go hit a battle. It's been a while for one of those. Of course, right when I start the battle, I need to reposition myself. I hear you, because you gotta offset it. Well, what I was thinking is maybe even doing the condor. I should be alright. That is interesting information, though. Yeah, we're not gonna do nothing with that dude. And he just wants to tighten out. How you getting so many dashes there, buddy? Hmm? No problem, man. I'm gonna take this outside. Hang out with Chelvis for a minute. Well, I was thinking, um, Here's what I was thinking. So you take the Condor, you go Dragoon on it, and then you do Hussars. So I was thinking that, oh, that ain't the Condor. Oh, they're light. Oh, you'd have to do Halo. Well, that would be a good 50-50 mix. Because if you go Gangle, got them equipped somewhere. Because what I'm looking at is doing Gangles. That would work. I could see that happening. And I'll just unequip that and do the Hussar, the Dragoon. Because then the Dragoon... Ah, shoot, wrong one. Because then the Dragoon... Looking at the fire rate. So the Dragoons are going to work really well at taking out the regular people. And the Gangles, they're going to work really well at taking on your Titans. So that would be a good 50-50 split. And you got range. So you got 600 for the Hussar, or the Dragoon. Pretty sure it's 600. Yeah, 600 on the Hussar. Sure, dude, if you want. What do you want for a target? What would you like for a target? Alright, I'll give you this guy right here. Now you've got the Aegis at 300K right now. But close range, you want to be like at 150. Now try hitting me. Whoa, you're getting the reflector on you. Wow. So don't shoot at the reflector shields. that is what we learned. I don't think the bubble guns. Right, just be cautious of raptors. You don't want to be that reflector shield is what got you. Because it does let's see, defense absorbs some of the damage and redirects it back. And it blocks 40% of the damage and return. That did not seem right. That just tore you up. But I'm also fairly decent leveled, so all right. Of course, Harlock has to answer the nature call. If not, Harlock's gonna be ended up in soggy jars. Well, that was kind of interesting, but it did teach me one thing, because I was thinking about running a second Condor. No, that ain't the Condor. Because the Dragoon and the Hussar, they work really well against regular robots. But the crumble weapons, they work really, really, really well against Titans. So even though everybody's wanting to run crumble, 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 these crumble weapons, use those late game. And early game, use stuff like the lockdowns. That's a good early game thing. You know what's really... nah. I was going to be like... Freaking Just Sam put me on a mission one night. He had me looking for like an early version of a different weapon that looked exactly like those. Almost to the T, they look exact. And they do. They so do. I had to go pull up a freaking Adrian video from test freaking servers 8 years ago. Right? Well, what I'm thinking with this one, that's why I'm pushing that Gangle. I have one Gangle already. it's got to be. I think I threw it on my Skyros just for the temporary. But I've got one gangle here, and I've got another gangle I just loaded up to level 7. And I'm a big try to practice what you preach. So if there's not a discount going on, I'll use the non-discount window to get things to like level 7. And then I'll use like the 25% discount to maybe get it up like into the 8s and 10s. And then I'll use the super big discount to do up into MK2 and then anything MK2 and above. Yeah, you do. Especially they get freaking charged up with their freaking amps. Because most of them are running the nuke amp or the repair amp and the immune amp. So, yeah, you don't want to let them get charged up. You let them get charged up, you're in trouble. Plus, every time it jumps, it gets a 300 mil or 350k Aegis, and those stack. I don't know what the fall off period is. I think it's like 20 seconds, but that's like every time it jumps, you have to kill another whole robot. That's where I'm thinking of on the Chungi drone, possibly doing that upgrade and investing the token to get that. Don't have to deal with as much. I would actually have to go look that up. And to the point where I would have to look it up like this, because I don't even have a Wayland. Here we go. More details. Oh, wait. I can't even look up the pilot for it. Speed, or what's it do? I have no idea, but keep in mind they intend those to be used in low leagues. The Wayland is only a purple tier. 30k, that's 2 bullets. 3 if they're 10k bullets, but nah. That wouldn't really be worthwhile. That wouldn't be worthwhile at all. That's not nothing, dude. But they really don't expect you to be taking those up into champ leagues. They kind of expect you to do it like this, you know, when you're first starting, get one of these, then you upgrade into one of those, and then work your way on up the bot ladder. But some of these purple robots are still great. I like the Blitz still, the Mender, the Fenrir, and they still have fan favorite on the Fenrir. What the hell? Anytime they put out a freaking ultimate, man, the Loki's coming. Because look, all those have ultimates except for the Loki. All those have... Do they have an ultimate tier? I don't think they do. Yeah, they don't have the ultimate tier yet either. Yeah, well, it really depends on what you consider low leagues. Because I can go into. Alright, this is my lowest account. Now, keep in mind, this account is higher league than it should be. Nobody wants the Yui. I want the Yui, Loki. $5 for a freaking Hawk, 5 for a Fafnir. Man, I get good deals here. Great freaking deals. Alright, but now this account is way higher than it should be. Way higher. But I play it crazy, you know. I'm not like a regular player, and I was using these robots and stuff to gain whatchamahoosit for different clans. All right, I want to extend that. There we go. Yeah, that would have been good. Yeah, they do overlook healer bots. But look, for 171 victories, I made it into diamond. That's crazy. It does. Here's my other baby account, my Violeta. He's the Violeta. Right. Well, support bots. You know, you can take Manny for that, dude. Everybody wants to be a big baller and a shot caller and stuff. You know, even this one. This one's here in Master 1 with an average damage of nothing. And I think I even pushed the Ochi to MK2 later down the line. I didn't even have it set up right. And no, I don't normally use an Adrian with it, but because of the standard, I was using it as a test mule, where I would make that my target dummy, doing private battles all by myself. And because I was doing a private battle, I didn't want it to have DOT effect avoidance. Because what I was doing was going through each of the weapons and then killing it with each weapon solo. And then I'd go back and time to see what the DPS was. How quick could I kill an Ochikochi with a single weapon. What's up, Abandon? How you doing, my man? We have been fiddle farting around. It's been beautiful. They're not gonna give no purples here no love, dude. They're cheaper to upgrade. That means you don't have to spend as much. Either time in the game or resources. So they want you to spend. And anytime they make an ultimate bot, they end up taking and dropping the regular bot down. So they want people who are using the regular bot to upgrade into an ultimate. Man, my stats kind of look like my Master League one. I'm sad, except for that one right there. 17k victories. But this was my 7th account right here. So I even got previous experience prior to coming into the game with this one. I was gonna say I don't even have a drone on that thing, but those tell you how long I've been in it right there. And I made my hangar all pretty, all my inventory. Very few people do that. I don't know of many others. But it makes finding things so much better. And then I have these all separated out too. So I've got this wall of Cossacks to show me where the standard inventory ends, and then the modified. So I do need to pull this one up. And this one up too. Yeah, I can pull that one back. Now I got these are all the ones that have modules on them. These two do not. Neither is that. Those are just for the space tech task, which I'm kind of befuddling right now. But I'm not too worried about it. I should be able to get that in the 2 days. I did that in like a day and a half, so now that I got the Raptor in, I probably should be able to get that second Halo for me. But when it comes to these other ones, I'm like, I know I'm not going to be able to play with that one. It's just not worth Titan subsystems if I'm not going to be able to afford Nuo and Leo pads. So they want 2k a pop. Alright. And they want you to buy 10 of them. Mother trucker. 10 at how much? So that's one pad here. One pad here at $11 a pop. They want 100 something bucks. That's crazy, dude. That's absolutely wild. 3, there's 35. So yeah, those are $10 a pop, man. That's absolutely absurd. That's almost borderline criminal. $100 just for this one freaking thing. That's another 20, $30 right there. So 100, let's say 150. And then this one. What do they want for this one? Titan and Bjorn. 26 and 36. Same thing. So 36. It'll be nice and give you the 36 one. So 36, which is like 3.5. Well, alright, so 6 of them would be 18. Plus, so let's say 6 of them. 6 of what, the Bjornies? Yeah, 6 of the Bjorns. Alright, 150 plus 6 Bajorns. Where's the Bajorn pad? I can't believe they're even all asking for that. Alright, here you go. So you need this 2 times. So that's enough. So they want $200 plus to get. That's freaking absolutely absurd. Nice. Well, 30% gray damage healing is a lot. But now, in today's meta, it they just nerfed it out way too hard, only giving it 10%. That they just did it ridiculous. Yeah. Oh, I know, dude. I know. And I've been working on it. Let's see. An hour and 45 minutes. Start. When's this end? 7:35? Well, that works out good. Oh, of course, I closed out the game. Wasn't trying to do that. Yeah. Dude, I remember when you could blow the leg off of a robot. You take it back far enough, man, the beacons never had rings. And do need to start looking at memoriam deals. I really need to come up with another baby account. That way I got another one in Gold League. Because what I was trying to do was be able to look at each one of my accounts and see what the different offers were. So, like, let's say, Speeder, you're in Master League. If I were to open up my offers here in Champ League, and look at the weapons and the Titans, they may not be the same offers you're seeing. But if I were to open up my other account, you may see different offers. So I wanted to be able to advise, like, if somebody came in with low leagues, I wanted to be able to say, okay, look, go over to this, and if you're going to buy, here's what to get, ... Rather than trying to show them off of my store, and they're like, where do I find the hey, what's up, Exile? And I want you to know, man, last night it wasn't personal. Speeder also didn't get an invite over to the thing. That's because my clan, I missed a previous. I say hi. What was your previous, I say hello. But yeah, it wasn't at all personal, dude. Because my clan leader, I posted the link to the clan's Discord, and we ended up having a guy who was a friend of another clan member get kicked off of it, all because his hanger strength wasn't there. So he just wants the that clan to be like super like guys that are like in the game. All right. Not a problem, dude. How's your day going? Yeah, I gotta wait till it shows up on the screen. So there's like a 5 6 second delay, and then you get like 5 6 second 1 million hack. What the hell? Oh, there's Dark Luck, and I don't even have my dang. Oh, and I've got the heal link. Did I break the link? I broke the link, dude. I don't know how I broke the link. Can't even see what I'm doing. There it goes. There's the link. Alright. Time to get cereal. Oh, I lost it. Of course, of course, of course. You gotta go. I'll take the beacon though. Ah. Careful what you link to, fellers. Not a problem, Ruin, man. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for doing this testings for you. It was kind of nice learning about those things. I might be able to use it against you later. Guys, we need beacons. Of course, I'm going to give him an open shot right here too. Just missed the phase shift. I probably should put phase shift on this thing too. Oh, I played horrible. Let's see who's fun to watch. Horrid luck for what? Not a problem, Ruin. Alright, guys, y'all heard that. We can't talk about Ruin. We can type about Ruin, but we can't talk about Ruin. Seven Titan pads? That's a lot, dude. You get anything good? Oh, I guess if you're saying you had bad luck, I guess not. Well, you got to get them on the guaranteed Titan days. They just left a guaranteed or high chance of Devour, I think it was. Let's see. Titan data pads. You got to look at the percentages. So you're more than likely to get one of these top 3 weapons. Liam Craig's a rare thing. So is Nina and the Devour and the Mauler. But yeah, always look at the this green question mark. It will tell you the percentages. But keep in mind, man, these are gacha games, so there are ways you could possibly trick it into giving you what you want, but it's so weird. So weird. But right now I'm not even... let's see. What do I need? D needed task. Common 12. Well, you can encourage the store. I wouldn't really call it manipulate. Alright, but see, what I want is like the discipline. Okay? So what I'm really wanting is like this one right here, because I've only got 3 of them. So I'm going to read the thing, and then I'm going to go back over to my hangar. And I'm going to say, you would look good with disciplines. So I'm going to hook you up with some disciplines. And then I'm gonna be like, what's that one say? So I'm gonna read that. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna look at all those. Say, that would be cool. Maybe if I go into my store, look at the weapons, and I'll look at it over in here. I can see the get button, but it's only going to put me here, which it's not here. It's like, wait a second. You sent me here and it's not here. Is it supposed to be here already? Probably. And I kind of want that solar drone too. And the Friezo. And the Hawkeye. I don't have any of those drones. All four of those drones I don't have. And I used to have every single drone on purpose. Alright, so once again, I'm playing in. I'm looking at the thing. I say, okay. I'm like, all right. What do we got to do to get some discipline? So we're going to open up another single pad. And we get a howler component. All right, not a problem. Now, because I need 10 of those now, we're going to open up a 10 pack. Oh, I forgot to do tap, 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 tap. All right. Now, I did see it come out as a purple. So that's a better than normal pull. Wow. It's just not wanting to give me the discipline. There's 1K discipline components. There's some smite. And I got Gloria. Wow. That is completely ironic since I just hooked up her other compartment or partner. So now I possibly have to start working on a Gloria, which is the better pilot, which I had been wanting. This is... We don't want to jinx that, but yeah, those two are legendaries for sure. And it's the 10 packs that will generally pop you the best results. So now we go into parts again. Oh, and check out the weapons. And now we get a screamer and a howler, and the discipline is only 1K away. So it's saying, hey, don't be a dummy, go open some more. And that was number 5 for me. And here goes number 8. So howler is what, the light? Okay. And screamer is the heavy. Now we go back here, go to task, hit D, collect a task. Now opening weapon data silvers. So that's 6 purple silvers. And I have none. No big deal. Alright, but let's see on the leaderboard where we made some progress. So need more data is purple silver. Oh, it's weapon silvers, huh? On the other. So, let's go ahead and collect a reward, which is another Titan data pad. Nice. So we go to the task, weapon silver. So that's red silver. We open that back up. We backtrack and open this back up. So I still have none of those. All right. And I don't think I have any extra Raptors. Yeah, I don't have any extra Raptors. Just the one. So, since we are 1K component, we are going to open it until we have that 1K. So, back to the leaderboard. We're just going to go down the list. Purple silvers, and we had none. Titan weapon, so red silvers, we had none. New Leo, we have none. And the last one is Titan and Bjorn. So we have regular Titan, and that's 26. And we have, what, 4 of those? So that's 8 plus, so it's 9,220. And that just puts me about halfway. So it's not really giving me anything for the regulars, but we're going to open it up one at a time. Oh, it's a purple. And it's Nova. All right, so one more again. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, Screamer. 1K. All right, so we got to rub it for luck. We're going to hit the open tent. Tap, 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 tap. Purple, 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 purple. All right, so we got a Dune. We got a Dune. There we go. That's my discipline, number 4, right there. And you notice it's the big one? A lot of smites. And Gina. And Nova. And Bagladorium. So, we did pretty good. And now, we have that discipline we were looking for. So we go to the store. We hit, wrong thing. Go to weapons. And we pick up some stuff. I like to grab it first and then check to see I have 5. And that's the light. So I'm almost set up with a full Dragoon build, or a full Dagon build. Nice. And then I've got 4 of those. And Dune. Let's see where we're at on Dunes. We've got 5 of those. And we can go here and add a discipline to the mix here. So that's a level 6, that's a level 1. Not the build I would go for, but it is a possibility. But I'm mainly interested in the one lady pilot. And it's not going to let me do that. For the Raptor. But I did just invest like 12K memoriam into building her up. So, of course, it's going to hook it up. And once I've fully invested in something, now it's going to give me something else to invest in. Which I will eventually pull into, because she is the better of the 2 pilots. But it's the game. You know, now that I don't have any memoriam, it's saying, hey, how can we make you spend on the game? So of course, now it's going to want me to go and buy a whole bunch of memoriam. And I'll need like 15K just for her. So let's go see what 15K is going to cost me. Microchips. And have you noticed you can't buy with D points, the premium? You can buy some of the operations, but not all of them. Alright, once again, I'm needing memoriam. So I need 15K. That would be half of it right here. And there we go. So have you noticed that it's $1 more than I have? I wonder if that's ironic. Ironic or well planned, Pixonic? We can only wonder. Alright, so let's see what time it is. 6:15. I really want to get push battles done. I want to get that title. I want that transporter title. And I gotta win 22 more battles. Let's see what happens. If that hits like a minute and a half, I'll just move on. Because people don't have all day to wait looking for a game. Especially when they're telling me, oh, wow, that's terrible. Minute and 45. And I wouldn't mind it as bad if those were actually accurate. I'll wait for the minute 45. I'll give it to the 2 minute mark. But that's not average. That certainly is not average. Because it should have popped into one by now. I'm going to have to go make coffee. 30 seconds. Come on, give me a push game. And it's a lot of time you're like, I give up. And it gives it to you. Alright, there's the average right here. But I'm pretty sure I could let this thing go 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and it wouldn't find one. But I said 2 minutes. And nothing. So we'll cancel that and go look for like a Dom game. Now, Exile, if you'd want, I could open up my Discord, and we can hang out and chat on there. Speed are the same thing. I'll get you into my Discord, and that would work right up. That might be an access to get you into the other clan Discord, but your hanger, as soon as they saw your hanger, they would be like, nope. I think you actually have a better hanger. What do you mean you can't yet? No, I'm just saying. You were asking about going on the Discord before, so we can chit chat on comms. But I could bring you into my personal Discord, but I couldn't bring you into my clan's Discord. Because my clan boss, and look at that, 1 minute past the average wait time. Alright. Ugh. Let's try the Ravager. Shoot! I messed up! Oh, it's not a problem, boss. You just asking about it the other day. I do remember things like that. They got me. Hey, we know that guy, right? Big boss? Damn, I peed in the pool. Guys, I need y'all to hook me up, man. Y'all are like not working with me here. I guess they are, because I'm seeing we got them 4-cat. Killed the screw. See, I'm just not playing like super serious. I'm just like playing casually. La da dee, la da da. Just like these guys are. But team wasn't working the beacon, so we lost the beacon game. I did see Big Boss. And if they're not working hard for it, why would I work hard for it? You know what I'm saying? But Big Boss, he's up in Mr. Billy's squad. And it looks like I do need to reset because I'm not seeing clans. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to go make me coffee. Because an hour and a half is a long time. Oops. Alright, Exile, you have a good one, man. It says 413. That's old message, so. I can't believe they did that to me, though. That is kind of crazy. Alright, but I know how to solve it. I know how to solve it. So, come here. Do I have both gangles in the hanger? I do not. Alright. You need a weapon. Let's go with you. Maybe not. Let's go with you. Alright. That's not my gangle. Some my gangle in either. Gangle light at 5. I do need to borrow you though. So here's what I'm doing. I'm going to now, what pilot can I backseat? Oh, there we go. That's going to be the backseated pilot right there. So, let's go ahead and empty you. And we're going to bring in the almighty Cossack. She's a level 1. Man, that thing looks so out of place. That's hilarious. Alright, so here I need to put my other pilot back.
Feels like it's gonna rain here in Tampa.
Alright. Well, let us get some games on. We've got an hour. Try Beacon Rush. I almost messed up. Right. So. Let's go ahead and have to go off. Change robot. My Discord? Uh, right. Oh, I am going to make my coffee first, but I'll be right there.
Okay, everyone, I would like to make a toast to the man who makes it all happy and I've ever seen. To both of you, who deserve all the happiness in the world. And to the man who spent the rest into family in all of its forms, especially ours.
Coffee. Alright, got my coffee. Now I'm pulling up the Discord breaker. Hey, what's that, Ruin? Back, huh? I may be delayed on that. Yeah, I'm definitely delayed on that. Alright, so let's... Okay, now I grab my phone. Well, discount, I guess lobby, dude, or it don't matter, let's do gaming. Alright, I'm in gaming. Hey, what's up, Mike? Howdy, howdy. Get that on charge, so there we go. Right. And I'm gonna get some games on.
Yeah. I see you have 2 condors.
Well, I've got 2 condors, but one's not leveled.
Okay.
It's
How
like
come?
I use some of these as like stagers. So this condor I'm looking at right now is level 1. So I'm kind of working on the weapons for it, and I'm working on the pilot. But what I'm doing, um, the way I play the game is I start off with Hangar 2. Now, Hangar 2 has 2 starter robots and my Titan. All the other robots are getting pilot XP. So I'm working on these pilots, is what I'm doing. And same thing goes for this one right here. It's extremely low level, and same difference. And Hangar 3, same thing. I'm just working some pilots.
EXP.
Yeah, for each battle you play, you're getting your pilots promoted. So I'll slowly be getting the pilots XP, even though I'm not using them.
Okay.
So that
That's
way,
neat.
I don't have to spend the gold to upgrade them, and I don't have to use the videos to upgrade them.
Okay, I'm getting pushed by whatever the heck you call that one. Oh, Ophian.
You mean Ochikochi?
No, it's an Ophian.
Oh, okay. Little birdie? Snake bird?
Yeah. Flies up, gets invincible killed, and then blast charges me to death.
Yeah, it's an okay bot. It's not super useful in high champs because they just are frail as can be on the ground.
Yeah. The second that they start flying, then you can't hurt them and you can die pretty fast. Ooh, got beyond godlike.
Nice.
That got me.
Oh, I forgot what I was actually working on.
Ooh, being legend.
Beautiful. Short range damage. Alright. So let's go ahead and get these knocked out.
Why is there so many?
What happened?
I was just fighting the entire team by myself because I got nothing but artillery and cestus just spamming.
Oh, I got a group of hackers.
Okay.
I should have got the beacon first. Oh well.
Have you ever used a glitch yet for things just like ragdoll spread across the map?
What happened?
The ragdoll and like spread across the map. A big long leg just all the way across the map.
Well, back a few years ago, the developers actually put out a video on how they do the robots destroying after they get destroyed and stuff, and it's pretty cool. They basically instantly trade. Ooh, wow! I got focused.
A still not captured. Navarro's getting kind of hurt. You have to buy some. Lucky. Nice. Have a beef of better power. Not a ton of damage, but just in general, just applied a lot of status effects.
Dude, I got 4 guys on me. Oh, that was hilarious.
It was nice knowing you.
Yeah. I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, that was not... I'm definitely not liking the range maps, but it's because I don't really have range in my hangar at the moment. Oh, coffee's hot. But I'd rather play that than the game with the hackers, so...
Huh. Don't we all?
Let's see if I got that cleared. Yeah, I got it cleared. Cool. Alright. So what's next? At least 400. So I gotta work on range. Okay. Range it is. think I'll just park you. No, I need you. I need you for that. You I can park though. So I'll take you out.
Annoying.
What's that?
There's this guy who's just sitting behind with an absorber shield that he just activates every single time he takes damage.
Right. Well, it could be a drone.
Like dashes around like the ultimate version. That was way too strong because it has definite shield health, so any target fire weapons will do nothing.
Well, this game is pretty much just a problem-solving game. So you just got to figure out what problems they're asking you to solve.
You're cutting out a bit, dude.
You were too. I'll
Yeah,
leave
we
and come
both
back.
are.
I'll be right back. It could have been me. I don't know.
I love it when a whatchamacallit. Oh, have you come across a glitch yet where you're in a Ravager and something happens, and then it stays invisible forever?
No, I haven't, but I haven't really played Ravager all that much.
I went in once, but I was like invisible, even though I was shooting at the guys, and just. Okay, no, that is annoying.
What's that?
There's just a guy chilling at our base on killing me.
That's no good.
I'm probably gonna have to get off soon.
No stress.
killed me, Condor. That thing I'm dying. Potentially. Alright, running with the Nico Montoya. Feel my better. Nah, never mind. Oh, I can actually pack quite the punch.
With what?
A leech and 4 of those plasma shotgun thingies.
Oh. Yeah, they can be brutal.
All I need to do is beef up my guy's health. I could sell a robot or 70.
I don't suggest selling anything.
7, 8-ish Okoichis.
Right, but there are certain reasons that it can come in beneficial.
Oh. In what way?
Well, aside from the fact that they became rare, or it became hard to win them, you know how you get a leaderboard where it says upgrade tier 1 through tier 3? Well, you can upgrade like 300 of an item for the extreme low tier, or the low level. So to like level 1 through 4, or 1 through 3 or whatever, and then do it with like all silver and gold, and get yourself a ultimate data pad just for doing silly little upgrades.
There's this guy who has the most brain rot game I have ever heard of.
What's that?
It's Sprunky Skibbity Sigma, Ohio. That's like a tense regulator. Let me see how many regulators I have. Yeah, I have 8 regulators.
Okay. How many of them are leveled up?
Regulators? Only 5.
For a Ravager?
Yeah. They're not that leveled up, but I'm working on it.
Oh, what level is the lowest one?
The lowest one? Level 3.
Oh yeah, that's not going to help you much at all.
They still pack quite a punch.
Yeah, but when you're comparing them to other weapons, you know, if it was leveled, it would pack a lot more punch. And it does-
Definitely.
but what you're looking at is, see, I'm playing in high champs, So for me just to bring it into the hangar, to bring it into the battlefield, it has to be at least MK2, preferably mid MK2. But
Yeah.
but what's your league level?
My league. In the Masters, I think.
Okay.
The
So
Blue Wolf thing.
in order for now, what masters? One, two, or three? How many cups do you have? Well, basically, here's what I would do. Um, at a minimum, on Masters 3, which is the low Masters, I would have everything at level 6. So if it's not level 6, it couldn't be in the main hangar. I would not worry
Yeah.
about second hangars. Okay? Second hangars is a rich man's game. I've got a friend who just did a baby account, and he's just building it. He's talking about upgrading to the hangar slots so he can bring out multiple robots in a battle. And I'm like, okay, but first get one robot. You get your main robot as high as possible. When it's hit a level where it could pretty much run through a whole game all by itself, then expand. But first upgrade it. Just like I'm talking about um, having your stuff at level before you bring it into the hangar. Before you bring a robot into the hangar, you've got to have the same ideal. If not, all you're doing is giving them a free kill, and let's see. I'm a 708. That's not too terribly old. I may have to go.
Yeah, you're running to like Japan right now or something, because it is getting really, really spotty.
What? Oh, it may be my phone, dude. Here, let me switch out. But I may be needing to change comms to go over to the comms for my clan, because I've got a guy in there wanting to play.
Okay, I gotta go soon anyway.
Right. No, it's just, I don't mind talking to you and stuff. It's just.
Oh yeah, no, I don't either.
And I think I could.
I just have somebody coming over.
I got you. Maybe one of these times I'm on, we can get your hanger up, and figure out how to develop you a little bit better for pursuing the higher. Where do you want to be in the game as far as league? What battles do you want to be fighting?
League.
Yeah.
My goal is to just get strong and have fun.
Okay.
League stuff, it'll give me whatever league it thinks I deserve, and I'm fine with that.
Right. But it comes down to the higher champs. You're pretty much looking at having to invest for the most part on the high end of the game. Now it's not a definite requirement. I've seen people go through that are free to play, but they also invest things like time doing giveaways and stuff like that. So it's all an investment. I don't know how long you've been playing, but if you look at how many hours a day do you play in a regular day?
In a regular day? 4 to 5.
All right, so 4 to 5 hours a day. That's
when I'm at my dad's, I probably play about 10 hours a day.
For how many?
10-ish hours.
10-ish hours?
Yeah.
So on an average week, you're spending like 10 to 30 20 to 30 hours a week on the game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So we just got to get you maximizing your habits. So you're upgrading things in where they're beneficial. There's no point of upgrading everything. Just upgrade the things that you're working on How many hangers do you have?
Me?
Yeah.
I have 3 hangers, but I just mainly have them so that I can switch between my 2 mains and play scavenger.
Gotcha. Yeah, man. Let me switch off comms because they're on comms on another, and
Alright,
we'll have to hook up next time you see me on, and you got time. We'll play with your account a little bit, and who knows, man. We'll figure things
yeah,
out.
like
I would.
any Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I
Right.
have a ton of time.
I got you. Well, it's just I never even know my own schedule. I'm trying to get a little bit more consistent with it. So I'm streaming early in the morning and afternoon after Duck on Quack gets off of his show. And then I'm doing a late evening show where that runs from like 8 o'clock at night till the end of the night.
You cut out. I couldn't hear the last.
Um, I was just trying to tell you when I'm normally on. I'm on all the time.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Like, low amount of like subscribers considering like how deep within the world you are.
Well, I wasn't consistent. I would be streaming and doing videos, and then I stopped for 2 years. So,
You've been playing for 2 years?
oh, dude, I've been playing this since the beginning.
You said like you like cut out like right after you said that, and I heard 2 years, and I was like 2 years.
Right? No, no, no. I stopped. I I stopped using doing content for a while.
I have a question.
What's that?
Is it ever helpful to have more than one of the same robot in a hangar?
Yeah. Sometimes I've had up to three robots of the same kind in the same hangar, but I would constantly use them. But that was back in the Curie meta. It's not recommended. Um, if you're smart, you don't want to have more than one of a robot, because when they nerf out a robot, that's a robot you're gonna have to replace. You follow?
Okay.
So if you have if you have a hangar full of the same robot, that's 5 robots you got to replace. And if you got to replace a robot, each robot is like let's call it 1,000,000,000 silver. So that's a lot of time for upgrading and things like that, just to only have a very short, limited amount of use of it.
I haven't played on the computer lately.
Say what?
I haven't played on the computer lately.
You've been playing Gator Luck?
No, on computer.
Oh,
Like robot.
right. Well, I've heard that's a good platform. It's supposed to be a little bit more user-friendly, where you have a little bit more control. And with the graphics and things, it's just a little bit better. It's more,
Oh, frick you. You have a guy in here who does not deserve to be in here. He's grinding losses to get to lower ranks.
yeah, people do that.
Like you just like entered and left.
Yeah. They're glitching the system so they can go fight easier enemies without having the stress of it. They just can't handle high late.
Yeah.
It's sad for them, to be honest.
Yeah, like I don't get like what's like when I see High League, as long as you like play the objective, focus on other people instead of just your. Likely where they're running losses, but they're just trying to get kills the entire game. Wondering why they're losing. A must-have for any shooter at all is a quantum reactor, right? Or whatever it's called. To see through people who turn in stealth.
Alright, well, there's a lot of things you gotta have, and there's certain ways to get around things too. But I really need to get onto the other comms channel because, yeah, this battle went horribly. So I just let my team down pretty harsh. That we're having a conversation that has nothing to do with what's going on here in my battle, so that kind of distracted me a little bit. But yeah, dude, I'm on like I don't. What time zone are you in?
Well, I guess like right about now on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and every other Saturday and Sunday. And then when I'm at my mom's, it generally just depends.
Time zone is like what state are you in? What state do you live in?
Missouri.
Alright, so you're in East Central? Alright, I'm on in the mornings, in the afternoons, and the evenings. But hit me up, dude.
Okay. I'm planning on, like, I'm gonna probably join about every single one of your streams when I'm available.
That's cool. I stream a lot, so,
yeah.
You know, you don't have to worry about that too terribly.
Oh, yeah, but any opportunity to play with another person is pretty fun,
right.
Considering what I've been doing.
Right, but we would have to get you into, like, high champs in order for us to play together. If not, I'm going to end up bringing you into battles that you just don't have the equipment to handle.
Yeah.
Alright, though. But let me hop over into their comms. I got to do a little hokey pokey with my phones. And, yeah. I'll be on the thing. I'll be able to talk to you and stuff. But I'll be typing, or not typing, but... Alright, but, yeah, let me get out of here. They're already starting another battle.
Peace.
Yeah. Peace. Ah, shoot. I left it open. Ah, it won't matter. Alright. Hey, Spoon.
Hey.
I'm sorry, I was kind of like... Huh? Yeah, I was AFK. I was trying to get into the Discord and doing a little hokey pokey with my phone.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Should be going a little bit better from here on out. So,
Yeah.
we hit the rough patch, and hopefully we can keep it going. Let me turn down my screen too. Alright. Now at least we won't get feedback for that. Alright. Oh, in the air. Coming down. On center. Dude, I learned something about the UE Mender.
Yeah?
Um, it, it's got basically a reviver drone built into it. So you can kill it and it will come back to life with half health. But once it's hit that little trigger limit, you're getting through the last stand and killing it, its health ability works like crap. So prior to, it could refill half of its health. But once it's been restored, it takes 5 abilities to completely restore its health.
Oh, shit. I was like, oh, I got a godlike. That means I'm gonna die. The power came out.
Sam dropped back left. And I'm in trouble. Got the Sam job though. Alright, let's see. We got a good beacon thing going. I'm going to our blueberry. Heal him up. He marked the devourer on the left. Oh no.
Well, at least you got the spear.
I got the what?
Never mind.
Alright, we gotta focus beacons.
Okay, Titan.
On the left.
I'm going over to Irish.
Good deal. I'm gonna cut through center with you. I'm with you up until we get to that point. Orange under my feet. Alright, in center we got 2 UE bots. One's a Fenrir. You got another Mauler coming up here at you. Alright, 1 down, 1 to go. He's not going for the beacon because he's dumb. He went for the beacon. I can't challenge him by myself though. I bought it. 1 more beacon and you own the game. Alright, when you come in, you got a couple Titans to deal with. A Mauler in the middle, and then he's got an Overseer of a that's right above him. The Sniper Titan?
Yeah, that 2 Berserkers.
Yeah.
Zero chance of getting a beacon. Except for up here.
No, wait till he... Alright, now cut under, go to center. Then get upstairs and get behind that thing. You got to get another beacon to call it a game.
Yep.
And you're all by yourself.
Yep.
And they got this beacon back. Blueberry's back alive.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Blueberry went to center. I think he's a rook. Can't tell.
Yep. Ah, it's going too fast. I'm not gonna make it. Too little, too late.
Yeah.
I could have gone to a beacon.
Yeah, Blueberry waited too long to drop his Titan.
Yeah. I didn't see the Persevere in the
Oh,
back.
shit. All right, man. I guess I'll catch you later. I'll probably swing by here shortly. I got 8 minutes, and so I've got time for like one more game. And then I'm gonna go break off to get my videos cleared and all that fun jazz. And I'll meet you over there in just a little bit. If you, hey, Ruin, if you want to tag up his link and drop his link in here, that's cool with me. That'll save me from having to go search it up. I'll just zoom right there. But I know it is a little bit of hassle. But I'll get there, and we might be able to bring in a couple more people to head over and watch the Big B run wild. Sorry, Spoon, you were saying?
No, those two bursts were just sitting back there popping us. I didn't see them.
Yeah, I didn't see them until I died, and they showed
Well, I
me.
knew one was up there on top sniping, and
Were we supposed to
That's
have
why I
lost
was-
somebody? We dropped one. We're 3 deep.
we dropped two, Gato and
Uh,
Warren. Hang on, do we have?
we might
somebody
need
else?
to check more Irish. Oh, he's got plenty of cups, so I'm not worried about him. Never mind.
Yeah. No, we just dropped Gato and Warren. We had 5.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I know we kind of have like lax requirements now, so you got to be careful who's in the squad. And so, not a problem, man. Thank you, sir. I'll be there shortly. As I said, I've got like 6 minutes, and so after this game, I'll probably be letting this thing charge up and having a little cool down period.
No, so Irish has Kieran's or Morgan's on his Leo.
Okay.
They're bad.
Oh, I bet. Leo's excellent for close range.
Yeah.
Dropping Raptor. Alright, more Irish is linked to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
We were running pretty good until I saw 2 or 3 people in the squad.
I got you. Well, he's getting that beacon. I'm gonna snag it and jump straight over to the next. Oh, and it missed my double. Mother trucker. Alright, he took them all, you straight to their spawn? Fine, Poggy. Oh, dude, I didn't even know you were in here. No, I just got to get off to clear my videos and stuff. Figure power up get my phone a little charged for tonight's stream. I know you're lurking. Oh, I'm linked now. They got me. Our side's clear. Center's being overwhelmed from underneath.
Yeah, same junk and
I'm slipping in their back door.
what the hell?
They're all back over here. They got a Bajorn just dropped. I'm bringing in my Titan, but I gotta get over the hill and around the bend. I got a sand jack on me. You having connection issues?
I did.
They got nothing left. Go for damage. Not a problem, Pog.
Yeah, hung up under center.
I should have this going back up in about an hour or thereabouts. So if you wanted to come back, that way I can get dinner ate and my phone charged up and go flirt a little bit on the internet. You know how it is. Alright, Spoon, I am going to break off. Good games. Let y'all run as a duo. Y'all probably do
that's what I'm doing.
stronger without me, anywho. Well, Pogs, thanks for swinging by, dude.
We did win with you in there, so.
Well, I know. I'm getting a little bit more OP, and it's only going to get stronger because I just picked up Gloria. Is that her name? Yeah, I just got Gloria.
Yeah.
I've got her sitting on a Cossack in my main hangar. But she's getting pilot XP for being in my main hangar. So I'm probably going to get questions about that. But I didn't have a second Raptor. I'll dismiss that. So, yeah, I just got like a whole pilot level just from that one game. So I found that to be a little bit of a helpful trick to save some gold and video resources and such. But yeah, let me kick off this thing and good luck in your games. And I'll probably be back on. I don't know how long you're playing for.